Okay, so here's a thought. Small businesses make up 99.9% of all businesses in the US, but a huge number of them are underinsured or don't even know what kind of coverage they need.
That's a staggering statistic. And it's not just about having insurance, it's about having the right kind of insurance.
Exactly. That's why today we're diving into business owners' policies, or BOPs, which are like the multi-tool of small business insurance. They're designed to simplify coverage while protecting against some of the most common risks.
Welcome back to Insights Delivered, brought to you by HRDelivered. This is the podcast where we break down real HR topics, compliance updates, and the workplace questions business owners and HR leaders are navigating right now.
Let's start with the basics. A business owner's policy is essentially a bundled insurance package. Instead of buying separate policies for property, liability, and other risks, a BOP combines them into one streamlined solution.
That sounds convenient. But what's actually included in a typical BOP?
At its core, a BOP usually includes two main types of coverage: commercial property insurance and general liability insurance.
Commercial property insurance. That's the one that protects your physical assets, right?
Exactly. It covers things like buildings you own, leased office space improvements, furniture, equipment, and inventory. If there's a fire, theft, vandalism, or certain weather-related events, this coverage helps repair or replace those assets.
And general liability insurance?
That's more about protecting your business from claims that you cause bodily injury or property damage to someone else. For example, if a customer slips and falls in your store, or if your services accidentally damage someone's property, this coverage steps in.
So it's like having a safety net for both your physical assets and your interactions with the outside world.
Exactly. And many BOPs also include coverage for advertising injury.
Advertising injury? That's an interesting one. What does that cover?
It's for claims related to things like copyright infringement, slander, or other marketing-related disputes. Imagine accidentally using a copyrighted image in your marketing materials that could be covered under advertising injury.
That's fascinating. And it makes sense because even small businesses are doing a lot of marketing these days, especially online.
Absolutely. And beyond these core protections, many BOPs offer additional coverages that you can customize based on your needs.
Like what?
Well, you could add equipment breakdown coverage, which helps if your essential machinery or systems fail. There's also business interruption insurance, which is a big one.
Oh, I've heard about that. It's the one that helps replace lost income if you have to shut down temporarily, right?
Exactly. Imagine a fire damages your property and you have to close for repairs. Business interruption coverage can help you stay afloat financially during that time.
That's huge. For a small business, even a short shutdown could be devastating without that kind of support.
Totally. And then there's cyber liability endorsements, which are becoming more and more relevant as businesses rely on digital operations.
Right, because a cyber attack can be just as disruptive as a physical disaster these days.
Exactly. So, ABOP is really designed to be a comprehensive safety net for small and medium-sized businesses.
But not every business qualifies for a BOP, right?
Correct. BOPs are typically geared toward businesses that operate in lower-risk industries.
Lower risk industries, can you give some examples?
Sure. Retail stores, professional offices, consulting firms, and service-based companies often qualify. These are businesses with a physical location, a limited number of employees, and revenue within certain thresholds.
And what about businesses that don't qualify?
For those in higher risk industries, like large manufacturers, construction firms, or businesses dealing with hazardous materials, they may need more specialized coverage.
So, if your operations carry higher risks, a BOP might not be the right fit.
Exactly. And it's just as important to understand what a BOP doesn't cover.
Like workers' compensation, right?
Right. Workers' comp is a separate policy and is required in most states. It covers work-related injuries and medical care for employees.
What else isn't covered?
Professional errors, employee dishonesty, commercial auto claims, and large-scale cyber incidents are usually not covered unless you add specific endorsements.
So, it's crucial to review your coverage carefully and make sure there are no gaps.
Absolutely. No two businesses face the exact same risks, so tailoring your insurance to your specific needs is key.
And choosing the right provider is just as important as choosing the right policy, wouldn't you say?
Definitely. A good provider will understand your industry and the unique risks you face. They'll also be transparent about what's covered, what's excluded, and how claims are handled.
Transparency is so important. You don't want to find out about exclusions after you've already had a loss.
Exactly. And in today's world, technology can also make a big difference.
How so?
Modern providers often offer digital policy management, faster certificate issuance, and easier communication channels. That can save you a lot of time and hassle.
Makes sense. So to sum it up, a BOP is a practical, cost-effective way for small business owners to protect their property, their operations, and their financial stability.
Right? And bundling coverage into one policy simplifies management and can even reduce costs compared to buying separate policies.
It's all about safeguarding what you've built and ensuring you can weather the unexpected.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, protecting your business isn't just about compliance, it's about peace of mind.
Well said. And for anyone out there running a small or medium-sized business, take the time to evaluate your insurance needs. It's one of the smartest investments you can make.
All right, I think that's a wrap for today.
If you'd like the full breakdown of this topic, you can read the article on the HRDelivered blog at hrdelivered.com/blog.
And if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to follow the Insights Delivered podcast on Spotify and turn on notifications so you don't miss new episodes. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.